Welcome to Mr. Moon has left the building with me, Sam. I hope you are all well. I've woken up with a bit better mood today, I've got to say. Done the video yesterday about Potter going, Nuno coming. Everyone's laughing at me saying Nuno. I don't know how you say it. I'm very sorry. Coming in, I wasn't happy yesterday because I wanted to get the structure of the club sorted first. But, you know what? I've woke up. I've just got up. I've watched his first interview. And I read actually someone's comment on it was either on the YouTube or the Instagram yesterday, and they wrote a big long comment about, what do we expect? West Ham's always been crap. When has West Ham ever been good in our lifetime? Just go there and enjoy it. That's not what West Ham are. We're not trying to be the top. We've beat a couple of teams. And I thought, you know what? That's the attitude we need at the minute, because we've been in this, stuck in the mud for so long. I'm changing my attitude a little bit, and I want to stop moaning about the players, the board, the club, everything else that's not working, and try and concentrate, the ground, everything that we moan about, right? And as I've said this many times, the West Ham fans are definitely part of the problem at West Ham. But just hearing Nuno in his little 5-minute interview, it's given me a little bit of hope that I went, do you know what? I quite like him. Straight off the bat, I quite like him. He gave me something that Potter and Lopetegui didn't do. He seems to speak assertively. I like how he mentioned the fans. Listen, he's given us that bit of kid on, which I said, if I could give any manager a bit of advice, it would be do that, kid the fans a little bit. Like if I was him, I'd go out there, give it the old irons, talk about the fans at the best, and I'd put in a couple of bit of youth, because I think it wins them over. So I'm willing to give him a chance, and I really do hope he succeeds. As I say, I do think there is longer term problems, and our fan base might then turn on him because they say that's not the style of football we want. But I think we should leave it all and park the bus here at the minute and actually get behind the man, because let's be honest, we never got behind Lopetegui. We never got behind Potter. We didn't ever feel that they were West Ham managers, and it probably hurt them in the long run. I've seen a lot of the reports coming out today of seeing how Potter fell out with like Todibo, Alvarez. I've said that for a long time about Todibo. Looks like a waste of space the way he plays, but who knows? The new manager might come in. I'd actually forgot that the manager had Kilman at Wolves, and actually had him defend him very well. So that is actually a positive for me, because obviously we can't go and buy new defenders. And maybe, like David Moyes when he came into West Ham, can get a tune out of the people we got. Because one thing David Moyes did do at West Ham was he heavily improved some of the players that we had, which is what we've got to start doing, not just buying new players. If I remember rightly, people like Cresswell and Antonio were on their last legs at West Ham when he came in, and they all of a sudden became pivotal members of the squad. Antonio especially probably had the best resurgence ever under David Moyes. West Ham fans were calling for him to be out, so I'm hoping the new manager can do a bit of that. I like that he said we've got to go for a bit of pain, we've got to get the fans with us, and then we've got to make our home ground a fortress. I like that. There's no point moaning about the ground. We're not going to just get rid of the ground. So I think for me, time for moaning is done. We've got to get behind this man and really give him a chance, whether we wanted him or not, or we wanted other things to be done in the club first. It's not happened. So I think it's time. And maybe, look, people will say, well, that's what the board wanted. They wanted everyone to stop protesting and they wanted to do this. Look, I'm sure they did. No one wants to be being heard that they're rubbish. But we've made a good signing as a manager here. Like, we would have all been happy with this before. Let's just say he was at Forest and then we went and poached him. We probably would have been happy with that. So he only got sacked by default, really, by falling out with the owner. And look at them. They went and bought in a man that's free-flowing football in Ange, and haven't won a game since. I think these people that are tied to systems are dinosaurs. I think they're archaic. I think they've already extinct. I think like people like Ruben Amorim, Ange, Russell Martin up at Rangers, they get found out. They've got nowhere else to play. I personally think the best football I've ever watched under West Ham was the Jesse Lingard era under Moyes, where we were heavily counter-attacking. And I do agree, I think that was a big miss when we missed Lingard. And I don't think we ever really replicated that football again because we didn't have the forward players to do it, maybe. I don't think Ben Rama really brought in that style of play that Lingard did. So I'm today going, you know what? Let's give this man a chance. I'm going to get behind him. I'm not going to moan until we lose against Everton heavily. No, he's got to be given time. Not that he needs to. He's got to rebuild a squad that is rock bottom. Like it must be rock bottom because we have been rubbish for 2.5 years now, and we have to rebuild a bit of confidence. He needs to rebuild a bit of faith in the team. He needs the players to get on board. And he does need the players to get on board. And he also needs the fans to get on board. So I, for one, I'm going to give him that opportunity. And I really, really hope he succeeds. He kind of just looked right to me, sitting in that West Ham tracksuit and saying a few things, which are all buzzwords at this moment. And my attitude probably shows you how gullible West Ham fans are. I've gone from yesterday saying I'm not bothered, not impressed, to flip-flopping my ideas to waking up, and I've got a bit of a better, clearer head, and I'm happy. But that's what makes us West Ham. And as the man who rightly said in the comments yesterday, West Ham have always been crap our whole lifetime. Let's get back to stuffing a big team, messing up Arsenal's championship run maybe, again, for the third time. And that would be quite good. Go and stick in one on David Moyes. Go and beat Man United and get Amorim the sack or something like that. That's what we need to get back to. And actually, then I think the good times come back. And I think we all start having a bit more fun and enjoying football again. Anyway, hope you all have a lovely weekend. And for tomorrow, come on you Irons, come on the manager, come on the players, and come on them travelling fans. Let's make us proud to be West Ham.